there's no way you can create a URI that will take you to an individual specimen record. But when they do that, we can deal with it. GenBank is standardized enough that you put a GenBank number into their URL and bang, you can go to that particular sequence. Barcode of life database bold, same way, we can go straight to that.
You can actually do that on any other identifier. You can enter a formula or whatever, so it says GenBank blah 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 slash the number they gave us, and it'll build. I can't find it. Anyways, it'll build the links like we did to GenBank a while ago on the fly.
Nice.
So yeah, we have some other IDs in which you put in the URI formula, and then it takes whatever you give it for the ID and creates the full URL when you click on it and takes you to the record.
Do you have the fossil collections from the Universal House Museum in your database? The vertebrates?
They're just starting to digitize it. For the mastodon sequence.
We've got 2,400 so far.
There's the holotype. First 3 or 4 maybe holotypes.
Yeah, I think so.
Could you show them the customized form, just so people can see things?
Actually, could we see one of those data records first?
Yeah, okay.
So,
because I was not aware that Arctos had any paleo data in it. I'm very curious to see how it's stored.
yeah, so there's a whole bunch of stuff you can turn on and off on this form, and it remembers what you told it, and downloads the same thing you see here. I'll make it a little faster for some junk off. Let's go find a fun thing though.
The fun one was that we're
Dinosaurs?
no, we have a complete sequence for mastodon.
No.
A generic name of mastodon.
Yes.
It's not Mamluthus, but it's Mamluth.
Oh.
I don't think we put a common name for.
There's a lot of them.
Yeah, it's a fun collection because Alan Cooper's been up there cutting little pieces out of things, and so basically the new curator's been running around finding bones with little cubes cut out of them and notes from Alan Cooper, and then we go to GenBank and look for them.
So it's not an actual record of the item, the full item, but of the block that they cut out and processed.
No, this is what they cataloged was the tooth, the whole tooth, and somebody sequenced the entire genome, and then Barcode of Life basically went to GenBank. So they're showing the specimen source for this record as GenBank. Actually sent them an email about that. There were 3 or 4 things like that where they went in and found cytochrome oxidase 1 sequences from in GenBank could have been taken from our specimens, but they had no way. We hadn't caught them yet, so they had no way of knowing. Well, that's where they got them from, but so those can actually now be linked to a physical specimen.
The record of Arctos is the specimen.
Well, that's what I was
collection.
curious about, seeing the specimen record, because I'm curious how all the geologic and collecting information is stored. I don't know anything about the basic system here. I'm curious to see what data are stored and how they're stored.
What's under the locality?
Well, we could run
Yeah,
right
why don't
down,
you just show the locality?
right down the page. Like I said, if you're a public user, you wouldn't see this row of tools. You wouldn't have a little edit item here. We keep track of a history of determinations, who did it, sort of the nature of ID, which we're always arguing about. It tends to be a bit subjective, but it's real good to know whether it's a field ID, a legacy ID. We have no